Swung on, past the diving third baseman, one run comes in to score for Sherwood. Could the second run come in? Yes, without a challenging throw. It'll be back to the pitcher, and after BCC scored first and the top of the inning, Sherwood immediately.
DMV Strike Zone, your front row seat to the best high school baseball action in the DMV.
Hi, this is Noah Bland for DMV Strike Zone SASN.TV. I can't wait to be joining you. What a perfect day for baseball, about 72 degrees at 3:45 start time. Everybody put down your pens and your pencils, book bags right over to the rafters because we have baseball on tap for you. It's BCC versus Sherwood from Olney, Maryland, as the Sherwood Warriors look to defend home turf with bow and arrow in hand against the BCC Barons. On the mound will be DeCoris versus Hames. Both teams are coming in hot. Both teams are competing for a top spot in Montgomery County. It's going to be an excellent showdown. Get ready and forget about school. You have homework to do later. All you can focus on right now is baseball. I'll catch you on the flip side. This has been Noah Bland. Get comfortable, and I know you're not with us physically for this beautiful day, but you'll be able to see just how excited these players are. This is Noah Bland for DMV Strike Zone. So watch out, though. They might want to shift him over, and it's hit over to the left again. Right onto the left fielder, though. He won't have to move, and that'll be the opening out of the game. It'll be interesting to see what the right-hander delivers on the 1-2 count. Right down the middle, he got him. 6 pitches and 2 outs. Watch for the pitch up high. Lopez hits it right down the middle onto the second baseman. Plays it over to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning to start the afternoon for Sherwood. They come right out of class, hit the baseball field, didn't need to travel here, and are fresh. He has 12 stolen bases. 2-2 again. They'll try it again to Begania. This one knocked up the middle. Center fielder chasing over to his left to get it, and he's right under it for the first out of the inning. 3-1 the count. You might want to give the left-handed hitter a green light given a spray chart, but it's this time the curve, the fastball with a lot of tail gets him to walk, and he will take his base over at first. On the year, he has 3 wins, doesn't have a strikeout to his name, but he's one of the most effective ground ball pitchers on the team. And there's another ground ball right to the shortstop. Play at first is easy. The runner does advance, though, and Sherwood's got a man in scoring position with 2 outs. 2-2 with 2 outs at the bottom of the first inning, live from Olney, Maryland. Man at second base in scoring position, and the count runs him in for strikeout number 1. It's the first of the year for the chorus, according to Game Changer, and that'll do it. First pitch right over to the shortstop, and he'll go around the horn. He doesn't have to move. There was quicksand there. Immediately 1 pitch, 1 out, and the outing continues. This one into right. Shouldn't be a hard play for the right fielder, and he makes it 2 pitches, 2 outs. And for Haynes on the mound, he's 0-2 count on its way. Swing and a miss, he got him. Drop third strike, play at first, and they run it easy. Hames is making quick work out of the Barons. 6 outs on 6 batters. Pitch ran in on him. Shortstop has to go to get it. Play will be close at first, but they managed to do it. And both teams.
Now batting for Sherwood, number 6.
Now here's Bender. First pitch on his way to Bender was inside, running in onto the second baseman, and a diving play. Managing to get it was the shortstop. A fantastic play by the Barons. Holding back was the man who got hit earlier at first, and he'll have to stay there with 2 outs. DeCoris is 25 pitches into his day. Skips by the catcher, and easily making his way to second was number 11, the Sherwood, for a second straight inning. 1-0 count. DeCoris checks back at second. Flipped over to the shortstop again. The third baseman cuts him off. Play at first, and out of the outstretched arm. That'll be the 3rd out. Inside. 0-2 on its way to Crop, and he swings and misses. Crop gets iced down on 3 pitches. 0-2 count. 1 out. Shimon swings and misses. 2 up, 2 down on strikeouts. 4th strikeouts for Hames. Count is 1-0, and it gets on by the catcher. So easily making his way over to second is Scher. Full count, man at second. The Barons want to draw first blood, 2 outs. Scher's at second, over to Cohen, up the line, right to the third baseman, play at first, and they got him. Hames gets out of it, despite the threat, and the Barons leave one on. The score remains tied at 0. Pitch on over to the third baseman, almost had trouble with it, darted it over to first. DeCoris can use the lengthy frame to deceive hitters. 1-2 again from DeCoris, chopped over to the third baseman, gets on by him. It's the first hit for either side, holding at first. It was the hardest hit ball today. It makes sense why it got past that side. Now up the middle, could be 2. Flips to the bag at second, but there'll be no throw to first. It'll be scored as a fielder's choice. Another curveball, this time he got a piece of it into right. Coming onto it is the second baseman, and he dropped the ball. The ball came out of his glove. There'll be a play at the plate almost. He'll hold at third, and now Sherwood's got runners at the corners with 2 outs. His first of the year, much needed right here. Chopped onto the third baseman. Should be a routine play to first. They got him, and it remains scoreless. Sherwood leave 2 on despite the 2 hits, and we'll be back at the top of the 4th. Haynes gives him something to bite out, maybe a breaking ball. We haven't seen the breaking ball with the full count yet. It's a fastball low, and the Barons have a leadoff base runner. Runner back at second. Atkinson goes to play at second. He's safe. The Barons have a man in scoring position with nobody out, and they have a Cornell commit. 3-2 on its way. A curveball hitting the left. That one's got a lot of carry for Lopez. It hits the wall. Left fielder's got to play it. Lopez is in the second standing. The Barons draw first blood. 1-2, nobody out. Man at second. Hames has to work out of trouble. This pitch also hit into deep center. It's got a lot of carry. Could go to the parking lot. It hits over. The right fielder manages to get it. I think. But moving to third was Lopez. 1-2 on its way. Hit into center. This should do the job. It keeps going. Right fielder's under it. There will be a play at the plate. How close will it be? It got him with the tag. It was a foot first slide. And Sherwood only surrendered the 1 run. Here it is from DeCoris. It's high, and 9 will go take his base. Double play ball is in play. DeCoris' first pitch, dropped down for a bunt. He will decide to play it at second. Risky throw, and he's safe. Everybody's safe, nobody out. Sherwood have a chance easily. 2 men on. DeCoris checks at second. The bunt is on again. Right over to the pitcher. They'll play at first and be safe, but the runners do advance with just a single out. Swung on. Past the diving third baseman. 1 run comes in to score for Sherwood. Could the second run come in? Yes, without a challenging throw. It'll be back to the pitcher, and after BCC scored first and the top of the inning, Sherwood immediately and lead right back as they hopscotch right over. Manor at second at first with only a single out. This one smacked. You heard it off the bat into center, and a diving play, but he can't manage to hold it. They got it in. DeCoris trying to stop the bleeding. Pounded past the third baseman again. It will tuck into the left field corner. 1 run comes into the score. The second will come in comfortably, and it's 4-1 Sherwood. 2-1, 2 outs. DeCoris checks at second. And the ball again smacked into the catching glove of the third baseman. The Barons can talk it over. We'll be back at the top of the fifth. 2-2 on its way. A pitch smacked on, getting past the shortstop who tried to outstretch for it. And the Barons want to strike back. Here's Sher. Sher squares up to bunt, but he won't even need to. The runner advances. Sher might want to square down the bunt despite the 2-strike count because there are no outs. Swing and a miss by Sher, almost held up on the swing, and as a result couldn't make contact. And there it is. Hames has 7 strikeouts on 67 pitches. He had that inning in the second inning where he threw 3 strikeouts, pitched right up onto the shortstop, didn't have to move, played it to first, and that'll do it. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Nobody scores. Goris is already 70 pitches into the at-bat. This one hit into left. It's got a good amount of carry. Left fielder holds. Center fielder came in, but the left fielder didn't have to move much into the shallow shade. DeCoris has 72 pitches already in this outing. Pitch in the inside area. First baseman immediately catches it. That'll be out number 2. 2 outs, man at first. This one hit into center, chasing back on it. The center fielder might have a good play on the ball, but the right fielder cuts him off and made an easier one. That'll end the 5th inning. It was much faster than the 4th after we saw 6 runs scored, or 5 runs scored. Maryland, 4-1. Here's the first pitch on its way, right down the middle, and it's a 1-pitch, 1-hit. There's Atkinson. Atkinson munches on it as well. He could hit it in the gap. The center fielder cuts it off before more damage is dealt. But 2-2 on its way. A pitch right down the middle. It was caught by the third baseman. He makes the tag at third. Angle out. Kicks and deals the pitcher. Siles, it's up high. Over into the first base side. Chasing under it. 3 at the bag. 2 out. First pitch is smacked into center. It falls at his feet. Nobody's going to move. But the bases are loaded. You can feel the energy coming from the BCC side. 2-2. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Everybody ready to run. And they got him looking. That'll end the top half of the 6th. Sherwood has been being given the chance to get an insurance run. So after that threat, ball played over to the third baseman. He cooks him out at first. Pitch popped up foul. Air fly into center, and he's under for the second out. Who squared the bunch on 3 straight balls outside of the zone. Bagania over to the second baseman, flips it to first, easy play, but it got on by him and Bagania can stay. First baseman, Butler, and as a result, Bagania reaches on an error ground rule double. You don't often see that as Ryan Ray stands into the batting box. Ray crowding the plate of the 1-2. Watching over at second is DeCoris, but he gets him anyway to end the inning. DeCoris with his second strikeout of the outing. BCC are going to have to rally down 4-1 on what could be their last 3 outs of the ball game. Second one on its way after the 1-0. It hit right to the pitcher. Didn't even have to move. He was fluid like the Matrix with his glove. 2 outs to go for the Barons. Here's Sher. Sher, first pitch swinging onto the second baseman, makes the play at first, and he got him. And it's Lieberman. First pitch on to Lieberman, and he swings. It could be a 1-2-3 pitch inning, but Lieberman will reach base diving, and he's out. They called him out. Sherwood wins the ball game 4-1. It was Barons 1-0. The Warriors hopped on an opportunity to score 4 right after, felt the energy of a comeback. This is Noah Bland for DMV Strike Zone. It was a good game for 2 very good teams, 2 teams that could very well meet again in the playoffs, and who knows where things would go. But ultimately, it was a 4-1 victory for Sherwood, live from Olney, Maryland. Again, it was about 72 degrees. Everybody was fresh off of the bus. They threw their backpacks down and were ready to get going. 4-1 was our final score from Olney. We'll catch you next time on DMV Strike Zone. I've been Noah Bland.
This is Calandro, and you're watching DMV Strike Zone.
DMV Strike Zone, your front row seat to the best high school baseball action in the DMV.
Hi, you ready? This is Noah Bland with DMV Strike Zone. I'm here with Calandro. Cam, you had that big RBI to open up the scoring. Your team was down. You felt a little threatened. How do you keep yourself cool, calm, and collective in that moment?
I mean, really just comes down to just deep breath, trust the pitch is going to throw a strike, and just fire off a swing, fire off your best swing.
Cam, your team, you played a great game here. It was a beautiful day. How do you feel that the weather might have contributed to how the team was doing?
I mean, definitely the good weather gets you a little bit like not as tight. You know, muscles aren't as cold. Feel warmed up, feel good. Just play some baseball.
Hey, Cam, we want to thank you for joining us today. Heck of a game, and well, enjoy. Go out, go celebrate. It's a great day. Grab a Capri Sun and enjoy.
Thank you.
Of course. This is Noah Bland with Ty Hames for DMV Strike Zone. Ty, you were aggressive, you were fierce today, you threw 7 strikeouts. What was going through your mind as you were slicing and dicing?
Mostly just trying to throw strikes. This team's really good, but you throw the ball over the plate and use your defense, you're gonna win a lot of games. So, and our fastball was working good, off speed was working good, and overall I just had a really good game.
Ty, what's the inspiration behind the pink armband?
A lot of people ask me this. My mom had breast cancer, so this is my way of supporting my mom and everybody who had breast cancer. So, just a little Mother's Day kind of, supporting my mother and what she's going through. So that's why I wear it.
Well, yeah, thank you for joining us today. And heck of an outing out there. Go celebrate with your teammates. You already know what you're doing. You've been on the show before. This is Noah Bland with DMV Strike Zone, and we'll catch you again next time.
This is Ty Hames, and you're watching DMV Strike Zone.
Hi, this is Noah Bland with DMV Strike Zone. I'm here with Coach Davis. Coach, it was a heck of a game. You guys found yourself on the ropes over there in the 5th inning, but you managed to adjust. You were down 1-0, and you started a rally. What do you tell your guys in that situation?
We brought them in the 3rd, and we said, obviously BCC is a very good baseball team, and it's a playoff-like atmosphere. And in playoff games, you scratch and claw to get runners in scoring position, and you got to get a 2-out hit. The team that wins the 2-out hitting battle typically wins the game, and we did that today. We had 2 big 2-out hits by Cam and Ryan when we were down, so it was really a shot in the arm for us, and Ty and Jason did a great job on the mound for us against a good BCC lineup.
Yeah, and Coach, it was a game where you guys felt like things were competitive. How do you keep your team cool and collective when things can get a little aggressive?
Well, we talk all the time. Sherwood seems to get everyone's best shot, their best arm. Everyone's up to try to beat us. So we've got to channel that and match that energy. You can't let a team walk in the gate and they want to beat you worse than you want to beat them, no matter what color they're wearing or what the school name is. So we really preach, playing to a standard, play competitive, and treat every opponent like they're a rival.
Last but not least, you have a big playoffs are starting to come up, and the regular season is very different. Things get really intense and heated. I know you're one of the top dogs in the county, but how do you still plan the approach around now that every single game is going to matter?
No, we've done it all year. I kind of stacked the deck against the boys. I had a little control with the schedule, and we've played some really good teams with really good arms for that reason. We've played probably 10 of our 15 games this year have been like this, a playoff-like atmosphere, a great team, a great arm. I scheduled tough because I want us to be ready to play those games in May.
All right, Coach, I want to thank you for joining us on DMV Strike Zone. Really appreciate you being out here. It's a beautiful day, isn't it, for baseball?
Yep.
So this is, again, Noah Bland for DMV Strike Zone, and we'll catch you next time.
This is Coach Davis from Sherwood High School, and you're watching DMV Strike Zone.
DMV Strike Zone, your front row seat to the best high school baseball action in the DMV. Powered by the Scholar Athlete Sports Network, SASN.TV.